In this video, I'm going to be going over the top 5 best cards at each position right now in NBA 2K23 My Team at the end of Season 7 going into Season 8. Just wanted to get you guys an updated top 5 cards at each position in the game. So the top 5 best point guards, top 5 best shooting guards, small forwards, power forwards, and centers as well. But let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about my top 5s? Let me know what you guys would change about them, and let me know your guys' favorite cards at each position in the game right now. But to go over the top 5 best point guards, at the number 1 spot is obviously going to be Nikola Jokic. He's 6'11" at the 1, 7'3" wingspan. He can do everything you need from a point guard. It's going to be really hard to make a better point guard card than Nikola Jokic. We're going to need like an endgame Ben Simmons, or an endgame just a tall point guard that I can't even think of, but it's going to be really hard to outclass Nikola Jokic because he can legit do everything at that point guard position. I guess until we get like an endgame or an invincible Jokic that can play point guard, no one's really going to be better. And then at the number 2 spot, this is where it starts getting a little bit controversial. I got Cade at number 2. I think he's actually a slightly better point guard than Ben Simmons, not by a lot, barely. I do think he's better than Ben, just as an all-around point guard. Now I'll quickly explain why. Right, Ben Simmons going to be the better defender, has the better player model and more size, but not like Cade is that much shorter. He's got a 1 inch on the wingspan. Like Cade's actually got a longer wingspan and is only 3 inches shorter, which yes, does make a difference, but stats wise, Cade's going to clear him in every single stat category. He's obviously going to have more Hall of Fame badges, and even tendencies wise, he's going to be a ton better on the defensive end. But that's not the big, difference when it comes between the cards. I think the animations really tells the story. Cade's got a way better jump shot with the D-Mitch base, the Oscar Robertson upper on very quick timing. He's got even better dribble sig, so Cade moves better than Ben, he dribbles better, he's got a way better jump shot, his stats are better, his badges are better, his tendencies are better. The only thing Ben Simmons has over Cade is a better player model, better defense, just because of his player model and his size, and his rim running ability, I guess, because he still gets those crazy good slashing animations. Like I said, I think it's really close. I'm not saying Cade is miles better than Ben, but I do like Cade just as an overall point guard because of his jump shot and dribble sigs being a ton better than Ben Simmons. And then for the number 4 and 5 spot, I got Myteam Thompson at number 4, just an absolute beast all around. And then at number 5, I do have the dark matter Luka Doncic, just because of the offense he brings to the table. Luka's still got that KPJ base, Rudy Gay upper on very quick timing, and is still one of the easiest jump shots to green in the game. And then Myteam Thompson, like I said, is just all around an absolute beast at point guard, really doesn't have any flaws in his game. So these are going to be my top 5 best point guards. Now to move on to the top 5 best shooting guards in the game. Once again, I feel like the first couple are very obvious. You got endgame KD at number 1, and then you do have Tracy McGrady at number 2. I think they pretty much clear every other shooting guard in the game. I mean, you got an endgame card in Kevin Durant, who's 6'10" at shooting guard, 7'4" wingspan. Once again, just like Nikola Jokic, it's going to be really hard to make a better shooting guard than Kevin Durant because he's got maxed out stats, maxed out badges, his tendencies are maxed out, his jump shot is one of the fastest in the game. Basically, the only way is to have a taller shooting guard, and the only one I can really think of is Giannis or something like that. Like if they give us a shooting guard endgame Giannis who has like a crazy good jump shot, just because of his player model will be better than Kevin Durant. So I mean, KD got to be the best shooting guard in the game and will be for probably most of the year. And then you also got invincible T-Mac, 6'8" at the 2, 7'2" wingspan. He's an invincible, so pretty much perfect stats and badges. And then also his jump shot is super knockdown with the KPJ base, Oscar Robertson upper on very quick timing. Would just like to see on T-Mac's endgame, if T-Mac can play point guard on his endgame version and get some better dribble sigs, like he gets the Steve Francis size up, and let's say the Trey escape, or even keeps the Curry escape and gets some better dunk packages and some better defensive tendencies, like T-Mac could be the new best point guard in the game if he can play point guard on his end game. But then now, guys, for the next 3 spots, it really comes down to preference. I think there's tons of different names you can throw out for number 3, 4, and 5. You guys know who I'm going with at number 3 though. I'm gonna give it to Invincible LeBron. It's just my preference, just my opinion. I think his defense is super dominant. He's 6'9" at the 2, a great player model. He gives you top tier defense. I think he's the best defending shooting guard in the game. And then he's also amazing at slashing to the paint. And then I will say for number 4 and 5, it's just going to be 2 amazing offensive shooting guards in Hero Tim Thomas and also Carmelo Anthony. Now these cards are great offensively. Like you got Carmelo with such a quick jump shot, perfect dribble sigs, very similar cards. Tim Tim Thomas is just a little bit taller than Carmelo, so I do think he's just going to be slightly better, and these are going to be my top 5 best shooting guards in the game. Now to go on to the top 5 best small forwards. Once again, number 1 going to be very obvious, and same thing with number 2. It's going to be Victor Wembanyama, and it's going to be the Hero Bull. To quickly talk about Wembanyama, I mean, this card is just an absolute joke. He's 7'5" at the small forward position, 8-foot wingspan, 99 legit every single stat, 55 Hall of Fame badges, perfect defensive tendencies. They gave him a great jump shot with the Kyle Kuzma base, Tim Duncan upper on very quick timing. They gave him like the perfect dribble sigs, amazing dunk packages. He's got the tray fade. I mean, he's the best card in the game, and it's not even close. Like, Bull is a really good small forward, and to say that Bull is the second best card at his position is kind of crazy, because Bull is still 7'2" at small forward, 7'7" wingspan, an amazing all-around card. It's just Victor Wembanyama's on a whole different level. At the number 3 spot though, one of the more kind of slept on, underrated, even really good value price cards is this Paolo Banchero, because yes, I know he can't play shooting guard like KD, but he's just another Kevin Durant card because he's got the exact same animations, exact same jump shot, dribble sigs, dunk packages, you know, maxed out stats, maxed out badges, you know, maxed out tendencies. It's just that he can only play small forward and power forward, where Kevin Durant can play shooting guard. But Paolo Banchero, I still think, is a top 5 small forward. Now, if you want to put Chet over him, I think that totally makes sense. I like Banchero a little bit more than Chet. I think that one just comes down to preference. I've really never liked this Chet card too much. Like, obviously, he's a top 5 small forward for sure, and he definitely is one of the best cards in the game. I just haven't been, you know, as good with him as a card like a Bull, a Paolo Banchero, or Victor Wembanyama. So I do have Chet at number 4, still a top tier card in the game. And to round out the top 5 best small forwards though, I do think it's going to be invincible Larry Bird with that new jump shot. It's a great release, he's got great dribble sigs, and also can play very solid defense. So these are going to be my top 5 best small forwards in the game. Now to go on to the top 5 best power forwards. Once again, I think number 1 is very obvious. Like, the best card at each position I think is very obvious. Like, Manute Bol is still one of the best cards in the game. I know there's Victor, I know there's KD, but he's still 7'7" at power forward, 8'5" wingspan, one of the best player models in the game. He's so dominant on defense. Like, that's the thing he brings to the table that most other top tier cards can't, is the fact that he brings such elite level defense because of his size. He rebounds over everybody, he blocks shots, he can test shots like crazy, he can run the floor, he's got a capable jump shot. Like, if you guys have played against Manute, he is still easily one of the best cards in the game, not even a question. At the number 2 spot though is going to be Invincible Shaq, a really dominant power forward. Like, I still think the Shaq card is absolutely amazing at power forward, 7'1" at the 4, 7'7" wingspan. Perfect stats and badges for Shaq. He's got such a great jump shot with the Montrezl Harrell base, John Wall upper on very quick timing, and then he's also got very solid dribble sigs. He can dominate with his player model. He still plays really good defense because of his size down low, and I do think he's going to be the second best power forward. At the number 3 spot, I got Invincible Kristaps. Might seem a little bit high for this card, but I think he's so amazing at power forward. He's 7'3" with a 7'6" wingspan. We know his jump shot's still going to be top tier, and then now he's got better dribble sigs than his previous Dark Matter, so he can actually put the ball in the court, create his own shot. He's got way better defensive tendencies, and I like the fact that this card's got way better stats on defense. You know, he's a lot quicker in game, so he can just be more dominant at power forward, and I do think he's going to be the 3rd best power forward. And then for number 4 and number 5, I think it's a really close debate. I got the next Victor Wembanyama at 4, and then I do have Taco Fall at number 5. I mean, very similar power forward cards. Victor 7'5" with an 8-foot wingspan, and Taco Fall 7'6" with an 8'2" wingspan. So a little bit better player model and size goes to Taco Fall, but then Victor's faster, higher 3 ball, better jump shot, better dribble sigs, better defensive stats and badges. So just as an overall card, I think Victor Wembanyama is a tiny bit better than Taco, but these are going to be my top 5 best power forwards in the game. And then now on to the last position, which is going to be the top 5 best centers. Once again, Manute Bol got to be at number 1. He's just one of the best cards in the game and one of the best bigs especially. Now for number 2, I think it's just a really close debate between Rick Smith and Yao Ming. I like Rick Smith a little bit more than Yao just because of the jump shot, so I go Rick Smith at 2 and then Hero Yao Ming at number 3. But once again, that one's kind of interchangeable. Like, if you want to switch that up, you can definitely go ahead and do so. And then for the number 4 spot, I got the other card that we just used for the power forward position, which is the next Victor Wembanyama. Still 7'5", 8 wingspan and 8-foot wingspan, and one of the best player models. And then to round out the top 5 best centers, I do think Mark Eden comes in there at number 5. He's 7'4", 7'7" wingspan, and still one of the best player models in the game for a center card. Plays elite level defense on the interior and such a good rebounder. So yeah, guys, that's going to be my top 5 cards at each position. So my top 5 best point guards, top 5 best shooting guards, small forwards, power forwards, and centers as well. But like I said earlier, let me know in the comment section down below what you guys would change about it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.